Carsen, looking at this one, what was just the game on? It seems like Wednesdays would be kind of weird, but where this one kind of turnaround for the Gulls that didn't go your way?
Yeah, I mean, any day of the week we gotta show up. It might not be playoffs anymore for us, but in the room we've been talking about doing it for ourselves and finishing the right way. And tonight we just didn't start good enough. We gave them way too many pucks, way too many turnovers, and I thought the second and third we showed more of who we are. And their goalie made some big saves. We still gave up a couple, but we started late today and it showed.
What's this group? I mean, 2 games left now, and I know you get a chance to get out there and kind of rectify it. Is this one that you just really put behind you and think Friday, and then also think Saturday with one last go around for the home crowd?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, there's no playoffs for us anymore, but playing for pride and playing for ourselves and the team and the organization and each other, showing that we're going to play hard until the end, and have a good mindset for everyone going into the off season and going into the next season, that we finish the right way, and have some confidence knowing that we do have it in us regardless of the last game.
I was just asked about your goaltender with Oscar Dance back there. I know it seems some of the goals were kind of tough, some bodies in front and everything, but what did you guys see from him, the way he gave you guys an opportunity there?
Yeah, absolutely. He kept us in that. That game could have been a landslide for sure, especially after the first period, like I said, with how many just free pucks we gave them and good looks we gave them. So Oscar saved us in there, and all the goals against our team goals. At some point or another, something happens in a shift that leads to something, whether the goal is good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. So we'll have to look at it, and we'll have to continue to try and grow for these next couple games here and finish strong.
Kris, I think it's safe to say that we didn't get Gulls hockey here tonight, but what does this team take away from that one that they want to rectify, be ready to go with the final 2 games Friday and Saturday?
It's hard to find the words. I mean, it was not a tidy game, that's for sure. I think the puck play was just it was really bad, right from the start of the game, and it kind of controlled the momentum of what we were able to accomplish in the offensive zone. It felt like we couldn't connect many passes, and it was hard to watch.
Day in between games, and you get to get right back at it. We just guessed this is one you just throw away and look ahead to Friday in Ontario and one more here on home ice. And I'm sure this group and the coaching staff and the prideful group in that locker room wants to put on a good show when you get back to Pechanga Arena Saturday.
Yeah, that's what we want to show. I mean, there's two hockey games left, and we don't want to forget that we've played a lot of great hockey this season. And there was a comment made in our office actually just now, saying that 99% of the time we're a team that at least competes hard, and didn't think we did that tonight, and I don't think our puck play gave us a chance to do that. So let's wake up tomorrow, find what we did right in the game, which was not much, but hopefully be able to turn the page and rewrite the script on Friday and Saturday.
With the 2 games, and I mean, the stretch of hockey you guys played from February, even earlier than that, I mean, are we seeing fatigue? Group maybe hitting a bit of a wall here towards the end of the season. That's a long time to play how well this team did for almost 3 full months straight.
It could be that. It's sometimes fatigue sets in, like you said, but I think it's challenging at this time of year. You have new players that come into a team on almost a weekly basis, and we find ourselves specifically in the last week not playing for a playoff spot, and so it can be challenging in those scenarios, but. Like I said, we had a really good stretch of hockey, and exactly what you just mentioned, through February, and gave ourselves a chance to make the playoffs. And, what we want to see is our brand of hockey the last 2 games, and so we can go into the summer feeling real good about at least what we accomplished in the back half of the season.